Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hope elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Yekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth. For the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Agwa who are listening and learning. The few sisters who are listening and learning. Messiah, coming at you another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. And on the day of edification, Lord willing to be edifying. I just titled this, They Set Traps. Hey, and I want to say this. I was finna end on the last lesson. I forgot to plug my computer up. So it's a lock you for that. But I was finna end off anyway. But I want to do this lesson too. I saw this while I was at the plantation tonight. And I said I want to get that lesson out of the way before I do this. But it's going to be real short. It's going to be that long. It's going to read a couple precepts. Hey, these devils, man. Let me show you how wicked Jake is. But this not nothing new. This is Jake, man. Why? Because these people, our people, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, is not teaching their kids about Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And when we first caught when this COVID thing first hit, and the Lord shut the world down, whether it was for a month or 20 days or whatever it was about a good month. Babylon the Great was shut down, the world was shut down, right? What did that represent? That was the Lord representing leisure time, man. Because people had to do things that they didn't normally do. Hey, a lot of YouTube watching, a lot of Instagram watching, whatever, right? Some people was bugging out doing TikTok videos and all the other madness. But you know what was going on? Leisure time, man. A lot of people learned about this truth because before the Lord judges you, as it say in John 15 and 22, you got to hear about this truth, man. Matter of fact, let's start with that. Show what these little wicked ass little niggas doing out here, man. Why? Because their parents is not teaching them the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. This is John 15 and 22. This is what the Messiah said. It reads, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hated me, hated my Father also. Let's check this out. See, this is the result of, and they say your parents supposed to be your role model, right? The first person that the child looks up to, man. If the parents is not going to teach the kids, who's going to do it, man? The scriptures say in Proverbs, train up a child in the way he should go, right? And when they get old, they would not depart from it, man. Let's play this. Let me turn the volume down. It's sad, man. But at the same time, it ain't sad. Because it's who? It's Yahweh Shema Shah that's doing this, man. So Lord, let us be edifying.
New developments in the ambush murder of a Polk County teenager. Today, Sheriff Grady Judd announced the arrest of 2 teens, including the accused shooter, and they're still looking.
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
The sheriff says they set up a trap, and 17-year-old Tiger Tagore drove right into it. Fox 13's Ken Suarez live at the Polk County Sheriff's Office with the rest of the story. Ken.
It's certainly an unsettling story no matter what the age. But what we're talking about here, as you said, Cynthia, is teenagers, 16, 17 years old. That is the size of it. So
Can
when you
y'all
think
hear
of
it?
teens, what
Is
do
it
you think
clear?
of? Maybe going to football
It's
games,
not
going to the
echoing.
prom, innocent things like that. But the
All right,
sheriff says
daughter.
there was nothing innocent about what these two teens are now charged with.
Javon Berrien Jr.,
Hold on, let's run this back. Hey, shalom to the occupant I walk on the comment board. Yahaba Shema Shab Rocket Thumb. The water for tuning in. Let me turn it up a little bit.
Some new developments in the ambush murder of a Polk County teenager. Today, Sheriff Grady Judd announced the arrest of 2 teens, including the accused shooter, and they're still looking for 2 more. The sheriff says they set up a trap, and 17-year-old Tiger Tagore drove right into it. Fox 13's Ken Suarez live at the Polk County Sheriff's Office with the rest of the story. Ken.
It's certainly an unsettling story no matter what the age. But what we're talking about here, as you said, Cynthia, is teenagers, 16, 17 years old. That is the size of it. So when you think of teens, what do you think of? Maybe going to football games, going to the prom, innocent things like that. But the sheriff says there was nothing innocent about what these 2 teens are now charged with.
Javon Berrien Jr., a junior at Bartow High. His cousin, Marcus Johnson, a junior at Fort Meade High, both just 16 years old.
Javon and Marcus both are charged as juveniles right now. But what they did is not a juvenile crime. It's an adult crime. It's cold-blooded, first-degree murder.
The murder of Tiger Tagore, just 17. Earlier this week, detectives say Tagore drove to Gordon Heights Park outside of Bartow under the impression he was going to sell them marijuana. But the sheriff says it was a setup. They never intended to pay. When Tagore got to the park, 4 guys walked over to the vehicle.
When they jerked the car door open and our victim saw that a firearm, and he said, "No, bro," or "Wait, bro," he tried to leave. And as he put the car in gear and tried to leave, that's when he was shot.
A tip led investigators to Berrien's home a block away from the park, where they arrested the 2 teens. Detectives also say they discovered important evidence in the home, drugs, and the gun they say was used to kill Tagore. Now the focus turns to the 2 other suspects who are still on the run.
But we're not going to stop until we arrest all 4, at least, suspects who descended upon this truck to murder this 17-year-old George Jenkins High School student.
So we have 2 young guys, unfortunately charged with first-degree murder at 16 years old. You have to ask, who was the gunman? The sheriff didn't come out and say that Berrien was it, but he said it doesn't take a Rhodes Scholar when you find the gun that was used in his house, in his room, put 2 and 2 together. Back to you.
Yeah, it's all pretty disturbing, that's for sure, especially with these ages involved.
Yeah.
Hey, you see, now we know there are spirits created for vengeance, right? So that guy just called his judgment, man. And the Lord just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Cause for that to happen like that, these are spirits created for vengeance, man. That's just the Lord judging one and judging another, man. Cause now they probably finna get life, man. This is Jeremiah 16:1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. They shall die grievous deaths, they shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. Now, them 2 jakes ain't get killed, but they finna get life. Possibly the death penalty, man. Why? Because of this. This is Hosea chapter 4 and 6. It reads, My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children, whether they be gunned down or they are a spirit that's created for vengeance. Hey, this is the Lord forgetting your children, man. As the brother put up, Fisher turned Hunter 4, Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. These are spirits created for vengeance. Whatever that little, what appears to be an Edomite, he could have been a Jake. Whatever he did, the Lord set up these uh little Jakes, little wicked ass little Jakes, to kill that guy, man. Spirits created for vengeance. This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse Jeremiah 9:21. It reads, for death is come up into our windows and is entered into our palaces to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets. So what's going on is this is the judgment of the Lord, man. Every day, all day, man. Whether you get gunned down, nah, you can best believe they parents and everybody else gonna be protesting because they little asses got locked up for committing murder, man. Now, if they had a guy killed by the cops, it'd be a big thing right now about these two Jakes. But because they killed somebody, nobody protesting about that, man. You see how wicked Jake is out here, man? But these guys said trap. You heard what he said. They set a trap. Yeah. Why did they set a trap? Did you hear it? It said they set a trap so they can rob this guy, man. Well, guess what? That's what Yahweh Shema was trying to do, man. They set traps. And what did Jake, the brother, put it up right here? Let's read this. In his lightning Yashala. This is Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people I found wicked men, they lay wait, as he that set a snares, they set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit, therefore they are become great and waxing rich. Now, Elder Manat was out about this video today, showing these Jakes, right? The one Jake ain't have no hands, but he had a Glock on his feet with extended clip. And the other Jake had a pistol in his hand with a silencer on it and extended clip. Elder Manat was out about in the video. How the hell this Jake got a silencer, a suppressor on his gun? How the hell he got that, man? These devils, as Elder Malcolm brought it out years ago, these devils pulled up in Chicago with a truck full of vans and just left it in the hood, man. What you think gonna happen, man? These devils set traps for Jake, man. This is what they do. This is Psalms chapter 10 and verse 7. It reads, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lie in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his nets. He croucheth and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So when you get to the point in Jeremiah chapter 5, right? Let's read it again. In his likeness, Yashala. Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people I found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set a snares. They set a trap. They catch men. Who is this? The he that set of traps. I just read it. Psalms 10 and 7 again. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud is under his tongue. It's a fraud. It's a his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lie in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. This is the same thing Jake doing. Why? Because they've been watching these devils, man. And the Lord said plainly, Proverbs 3 and 31, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. What Jake do? They do the same thing, man. And they have gotten so good at it. This is Jeremiah 5 and 28. And it reads, they are waxing fat, they shine, yet they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. These kids should have their ass in the house somewhere, man. But they out here trying to rob this guy for some marijuana, man. What is wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with these people, man? It's because of the parents, man. Everybody is high, drugged out, and worrying about keeping up with the Joneses, man. Everybody's on social media, Snapchat and Twitter, whatever the hell it is, and TikTok, doing all this wickedness, man. They kids is out here running around, doing whatever, man. Women, these girls out here is wilding, doing whatever, sneaking around, because these parents is slipping, man. But it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. It's the Lord's will, man, that these kids are doing these things, man. Because somebody got to fill the 2/3 lots, man. And as the scriptures say, Ezekiel 18 and 20, it reads, the soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So, your lot is your lot. Proverbs 16 and 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord. You see? This is Proverbs 16 and 29. It's a violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. You see? This is what they do, man. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good, man. And that's the problem with Jake today, man. These devils is destroying us, man. But that's what they supposed to do, man. These devils on every avenue, on every side, say in Psalms 12 and 8, man. The wicked are exalted when the vilest men walking from every side, man. When the Lord asked Satan in Job, let's read this. This is Job 2 in verse this is Job 2 and 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, no, this is Job 2 and 2. And it reads, and the Lord said unto Satan, let's read 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord Yahweh, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. What does this mean? It's right here, Psalms 12 and 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. You see this? This is Proverbs. This is 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour. This is Proverbs chapter 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Hold on. Let's double back on that. This is Michael 2:1. It reads, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Now let's read Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not. It said they sit upon their beds, right? And when the morning is light, they practice it. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. This is Psalms 38 and verse, it's Psalm 38 and 12. It reads, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. All the day long. That's how these devils thinking about how they're going to overthrow us, man. Right? Because the scripture called them what? The slanders, man. Let's read this. This is Psalms 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thy slanderest thy own mother's son. Let's get another one. Ecclesiastes 51 and verse 2. For thou art my defender and helper, and hast preserved my body from destruction, and from the snare of the slanderous tongue, and from the lips that forge lies, and has been my helper against my adversaries. These devils' job is to slander us, man, and to accuse us and to vex us, man. Why? Because they know that we the children of Israel, man. They know that we the Lord chosen people, and they sold their birthright and they can't get it back, man. So this is a vexation to them, man. So the Lord created these devils to be a thorn in our side, man. To 2/3 of Israel to be destroyed, but to be a thorn in the whole elect side. But he put the spirit in us to overcome these things, man. All you got to do is tap into the source, man. Like we keep saying, all you have to do is tap into the power grid, man. We got to tap into the source, which is Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And they say what? Resist the devil and he will flee from you, man. It's simple. All we got to do is tap back into Yahweh Shema Shah and these things go away, man. This is let's get this. Proverbs 16 and 7. When a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So, if you're doing what's required of the Lord according to the will, we should be okay, man. Lord willing, man. Hey, cuz it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Listen to this. This is Proverbs 16 and 6. It say, by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord Yahweh, men depart from evil. Did you hear that? By mercy is this is Proverbs 16 and 6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord Yahweh, men depart from evil. Come on, man. That's how simple it is. By mercy and truth, man. And we have this truth, man. The Lord has made it plain to them who he loves, man. Man. This is man. Listen to this. This Jeremiah 15 and 11. And I'm just going in the spirit, by the way. These are not the precepts I had written down. I saw this at work, and I'm just going in the spirit, man. This Proverbs 15 and 11. The Lord Yahweh said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So, if you're doing what Proverbs 16 and 7 say, man, Matthew 5 and 25, agree with our adversaries quickly. Hey, first off, if you're doing what it takes, man. But we might get pulled over every now and then by these centurions. So you just what? As the Lord say, Proverbs 10 and Matthew 10 and 16, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Hey, by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, man. We have no business trying to be part of the world, man. We trying to feed the sheep. We trying to feed ourselves, man. So long as we do what the Lord requires us to do, we should be okay, man. This is in his likeness, Yasha, Isaiah 33 and 5. The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. And you know what judgment is. This will make us move different, man. This is what makes us move different, because we know the judgment of Yahweh Shema Bashah. It say, and righteousness and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh, Bashim is his treasure. Man, let's read this again. Isaiah 33 and 5 said, the Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness, man. We're supposed to know. We're supposed to know and do better, man. Listen to this. This is Zara Yahweh. It reads, Proverbs 29 and 25. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Verse 26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from Yahweh Shema Shai. Plain, man. Knowing this, what manner of person are y'all to be, knowing that every man's judgment come from Yahweh Shema Shai, man? This ain't something that these devils just out here doing on their own, man. They are the left hand stick of the Lord. And Yahweh Shai came to redeem back the remnant. He's the right hand stick of the Lord, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, which is foolishness of the world. Neither let the mighty man glory in his might, which is you want to be so you think you mighty. Well, guess what? As the scriptures say, hey, it's nothing, man. That's why the scriptures tell you, hey, bodily exercise profited little. It may profit, but it's not to your salvation. It might make you look buff. You might look strong, but it's not going to get your salvation. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, because riches profit not in the day of wrath, right? Proverbs 11:4. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understand and know of me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. But in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So, if you understand this, man, what manner of persons are you ought to be in our holy conversation, in our conduct, which is your conversation, man? What should you be doing, man? Hey, as it said in James 4, man, we are but a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away, man. Oh, let's get this. Proverbs 27:21. Proverbs 27:1 said, like it. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, but thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. You see, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, man. Hey, that's why Solomon said in Songs of Solomon, Ecclesiastes, hey, whatever you put your hand forth to do it with all your might, man. Which is what? Take it Ecclesiastes. I forgot what chapter I was reading earlier. Hey, when you put your hands forth to the work, man, hey, go hard for the truth, man. As a matter of fact, let's close with this. This is Baruch. I mentioned it earlier. Baruch 4:28. It reads, but as it was your mind to go astray from power, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For as it was your mind to go astray from power, so being returned, seek him 10 times more, man. This is in his likeness, Yashala. Put up 1 Samuel 2:9. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. Beautiful. Let me get this. He made me think about something with that strength. The brother brought this out at camp the other week, last week. This Proverbs 24:5. It reads, a wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counselors there is safety. You see, it's safety, man. Well, Yahweh Shema Shah, man. This is in his light in Yasharallah, 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shah Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobates. That's a beautiful precept to close on. Yeah, man. You see. Oh, beautiful. Let's close with this. Azara Yahweh, Ecclesiastes 7:19. Beautiful, brother. Wisdom, strength of the wise, more than 10 mighty men which are in the city. Hey, it's beautiful. Hey, oh, matter of fact, since you put that up, Ecclesiastes chapter 7, that was beautiful. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, through wisdom and through wisdom, not to understanding, man. It's the stability of Jacob's trouble, man. Not nothing else. Hey, so Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakurash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well, who teach well. Who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim, pushing the truth and believing the truth. But the four ends of the earth, the entire world, waking up the whole elect. And shalom to the Akwal who are listening and learning. A few sisters who are listening and learning. Hey, Lord was edifying. The water for tuning in, the water for your precepts. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue blessing your houses. Stay prayed up. Until next time, I say shalom. Wa abba.